There is one ingredient to healing and transformation that you absolutely need. Without this, healing is hard, if not impossible. And that ingredient is self-awareness. But why is self-awareness so important? Well, for one, without self-awareness, you don't even know you need healing to begin with. Self-awareness is how you know that something's wrong, something's off, something is maybe just not what you want it to be, not as brilliant and joyful and exciting and happy as you deserve and want. So many people, myself included, start their healing journey after a revelatory moment, after some catalyst or something happens in our lives that brings to our awareness that, oh, this is actually not what I want. This is actually not making me happy. This is actually a dangerous route that I'm on, or an unfulfilling route or path that I'm on, and I want to make a change. That thing in my life was a relationship that really revealed to me and made me aware of how I was about to settle for a life that I just was not passionate about. And so ending that relationship made me understand that I don't have to settle for anything. I don't have to settle for a relationship, a town, a city, a job, a career, a house that I'm not absolutely 100% in love with. And so for you, if you're already watching this video, you might have already had an event or multiple events in your life that have made you aware that something's got to change. And so when it comes to an issue like colorism specifically, that self-awareness is absolutely necessary for you to, one, know, have I been hurt by colorism? Have I perpetuated colorism? Have I internalized colorism? And we also need self-awareness to know if we have benefited from colorism. And so once we know, yes, healing is necessary, change is needed in order for me to feel better and to live the life that I dream of living, the next thing that self-awareness brings is how to begin that process of change, healing, and transformation. And so who you are, your personality, how you responded to those first questions of whether or not you've internalized colorism or perpetuated or benefited from it, all of that awareness is going to guide you into the practices, the actions that you take, and the approach that you take to your healing and change process. So for me, for example, I am a verbal learner. I love words. And so affirmations were super helpful, super important for me in being able to write out statements and write out affirming beliefs and internal talk and internal dialogue. I've mentioned before how I had a composition notebook, a blue composition notebook filled to the brim with affirmations, pages and pages of affirmations and statements that I would write out by hand over and over again on a consistent basis. But again, I love language. It's my love language. But maybe for you, it's music, or maybe for you, it's some type of physical activity or physical movement or a conversation. And so being aware of your personality, your specific needs can be really helpful in terms of adopting certain habits and practices along your healing journey. Another example of how this might work is if you are introverted or extroverted. I myself am ambivert probably, but way more introverted. And so for an introvert, I might recommend starting with books or workbooks or journaling practices. If you're more extroverted, I would then recommend starting with talk therapy or support groups, for example. And again, the self-awareness piece can help you understand how much time you have to commit to these new habits. How much time do you have to seek out a new therapist or to be super involved in a support group, for example. And it can help you narrow the scope of the types of activities you engaged in, because you can know what your biggest pain points are. You can know where in your life, what area of your life needs the most attention. So for some people, they have really deep wounding around their parents and trauma that they experienced in their childhood. For other people, it's about their physical appearance and learning to love the way they look. And for others, it's about dating and relationships. And so knowing what your specific need or most pressing and immediate needs are, again, even that is going to inform you into how you start or continue or evolve this healing journey for yourself. And even needing self-awareness to know what your long-term goals are, what your short-term and immediate goals are. All of that is super informative in creating a strong, sustainable healing and transformation practice. So in addition to making you aware that change is necessary and showing you how to start your transformation process, self-awareness is also how you track your progress along that process. So as you start to do these new habits, as you start to try things like therapy or support groups, affirmations, workbooks, listening to various types of music, doing exercise, your self-awareness practice will help you understand if that's making a difference. Is it effective? Is this actually helping me? Am I actually getting better? And so I would not recommend tracking your progress and being aware on a daily basis, not letting your day-to-day mood swings make you think that you're not making progress or make you think that you're regressing, but rather tracking your progress and having a self-awareness practice on a monthly or quarterly or even yearly basis can really help you see the bigger picture of how you're evolving and how you're changing. So yes, do daily check-ins, but don't let the ups and downs from day to day make you think that you're not making progress. You really want to focus on monthly, maybe quarterly, and even yearly change. For me, I was many years in, probably at least 7 years into, focusing on affirmations, going to therapy, doing the exercises, listening to the podcast. I was at least 5 to 7 years in that before I woke up one day and really felt and understood and know that I had completely transformed. And I'm still transforming. How do I know that? Self-awareness. Now, there are specific things you can do to increase your self-awareness. And so I highly recommend watching this video right here in terms of developing practices of self-awareness that can help you along the way. If you like this video and if you want to see more content like this, be sure to hit the like button so I know it resonated, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.